Here you go. And then do a little self-introduction here. Let's learn a little bit about you.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. My name is Marlene. I used to work at Freeway Insurance, and I'm just really excited to be part of your team and get going here with you guys. And yeah.
All right, let's get up for her. Wait, hold on.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, we got some questions coming here.
Oh, okay.
What was your last job?
I used to work at a restaurant, a breakfast restaurant. It's called Flappy Jack's. I don't know if you guys know. It's in Orange. Yeah.
Nice. And fun fact, she is Evelyn's referral, so thank you, Evelyn, for referring her over to us. We're happy to have you on our team. Good job there. You didn't expect that, huh? I should have given you a little heads up. All right, guys. So welcome to the October 2025 results meeting. So we're going to go over how do we do, the winners, and then lessons from 12 rules is a book that I read. So how do we do? What do we end up with? What's our final numbers? Best months ever. That's right, Iris. Best months ever. Thank you guys for your hard work. And total premium at the end of the month was?
1.7.
1.5. Okay, so 1.5 million. Yeah, incredible there, guys. 1.5 is not only our best month ever, but so is the policy count, because the policy count is what we look at. You know, last month was the best month ever too, at 1.2, but we actually had months where we sold more. But this month is like, it's no question asked best month ever, because we never sold 600 policies before. We sold the most, and we sold the most premium. We celebrated last month at 1.2, and we sold 300,000. That's a lot more premium compared to last month, and that was already our best month ever. And then last year, October was also our best month ever for 2024. We were celebrating, hey, best month ever, and that was at 800,000. So we almost doubled where we are from last year. So, I'm very thankful. So, one of my things that I need to work on a little bit is that I just move on too fast. I'm already thinking like November, like it's a short month. People are not going to be making that much money for Christmas. Like I got to really like get them to like make more money in November, and 2026, what's going to happen? Like I just I always have to kind of like be ready for the next one, so, but it gives me a good opportunity when I put these numbers together to be like, hey, let me just sit back, look at the numbers and say like, hey, we did a great job. Thank you guys. And this is what these results meetings are for. But at the same time, it's not like, okay, I'm in shock here. It was a long month. There was no holidays. And what's the one thing that we did do that, helped out the agency?
People that work Saturdays.
People that work Saturdays, yep. Not only working Saturdays, but staying late on Saturdays. That has really taken our production on Saturdays to a whole nother level. So thank you guys for that. Yep. One thing I did notice with more staff members, I just want you guys to have the opportunity to make more money. So I did go up on the lead spend, the marketing budget. Okay, last month, I never spent this much, $65,000 on advertising. Okay, September was $48,000. So it's close to $20,000 more I spent on advertising, because that's kind of the way I look at myself as how I can give back. Sometimes I don't do a good job, like I don't get the donuts and like, stuff like that, like people want, but like I want, at the end of the day, what matters for me, or I feel my responsibility is like you guys being able to make an income to take care of your families. Because you could have a great comp plan, but if the leads aren't there, okay, or there's other positions maybe where you have to get your own leads, it's like changes the whole game, right? So I need to make sure the leads are there, and that's something I did. So I'm not like, oh my God, we did it. Like I'm in shock. Like let's party, let's change comp plans. Let's like, I'm not in that mood, because the work is not even. It just started. Okay, it's actually kind of expected. So we want to balance out like being grateful, but also and not being too ambitious where you're always frustrated. But at the same time, we have to understand that this is just the beginning here. All right. So average sales per agent, I'm very happy with that. 27 policies per agent. Incredible number there, but extra days definitely helps. No holidays, extra help. This is a good indicator there of per day, how many sold per day per agent. So last month wasn't even good. We were even selling one per day per agent. That's got up to 1.17. We want to get that up to 1.3, 1.5. Then you guys will be making way more money. Like selling 1.5 policies per day, I think is totally reasonable, and that's a goal that we have for our agency to get that number up. Okay, and then our average premium per agent, what do you guys think it is? It's high, it's 66K. Okay, that's unbelievable there. It just shows how much the premiums are going higher. The average policy, when you sell average policy, is 2,488 now. So we're doing great there as far as average policy, average premium per agent. This is last month, and this is this month. So what differences do you guys see here?
It's over 60.
Way more agents over 60. Yep. More agents total. Yep. But this is 60 right here, up here. Previous month was we have to go from here. One of the things that I look at is also the tier. Okay, 75K is our top tier. Last month was 3. 3 agents, pretty good. October we had 7 agents over 75K. Okay, so that's a big increase there. I love to see those agents getting those the highest tier level. Also, PIP level only 2. The previous month there was 4. Okay, so less PIP, more agents on the top tier. Less cup noodles. That's right. We definitely are way past that stage there. All right.
We moved up to 2 now.
That's right. And then that 145 and 135. I wonder what they're eating. Jeez. All right. So what's next for DKIA? So what's our goal for a long-term goal for us that we have for agents?
4,000 policies by October 2020.
That's right, Angie. Great job there, understanding our goals there. That's what it is, right? Okay, so we got the first level here. 600 policies Q4. We had November, December do it. I wanted to do it so badly in October because it's going to be really hard to do it in November, December. So we got the first part done. All right, so I'm very happy about that. Thank you guys for that. But at the same time, the work's not done. Right? It's not time to be celebrating like we didn't win a championship or anything like that. We want to get to 1,000 policies. So I'm already thinking, how do we write 100 more policies? That's like 3-4 more agents more writing 33 policies each. Like we need 33 policies each is a lot. We need 3 more agents to do that. Or we could get everybody to write 27 policies, 20, a little bit higher. Now with Marlene, starting with us. Okay, if she could get by January. Okay, that's enough time to have some months under her. We also have a new marketer starting in TCO, more phone calls. Okay, and we're gonna continue to do that. More leads, TikTok leads are really working out good. So this is just the beginning, guys. I'm really excited to get to 1.5, but I just want to have the right mindset to not think that we're entitled or we deserve more. It's like, no, we have a lot more work to be done, and we're gonna work our way up to getting there. All right. So we had a lot of highlights. Jackie's birthday, that was fun. Chris, Laura's birthday, that was a lot of fun. Okay. Dave's 2-year work anniversary, Jamie's 3 years work anniversary, Victoria's birthday, Hassel's birthday just started. We celebrated her birthday. Angie's birthday, obviously. Woo, all right. And and then Aurelie, who won the Halloween costume. Not only did she win, okay. Not only did she win the TCO one, the social media one, but the whole building won. Yeah, so she swept the whole contest there. But yeah, it was a month full of celebration, and I'm just really grateful to be able to celebrate with you guys. Birthdays, and just looking back and seeing how far some of you guys have come, and just being able to work with you guys and celebrate with you. That's one of the best parts of my job. So really enjoyed how last month went. All right, let's get into the winners here. October 2025, 5-star Agent of the Month. All right, great job, Lupe, Enrique, Evelyn, with getting multiple 5-star reviews. We have over 3,000 5-star reviews now, so you guys can talk about that. We are getting over 100 per month. Last month we got a 121. So pretty soon we're going to be at 4,000, 5,000 5-star reviews. That's going to really help out our marketing. Google's going to trust us more, get more organic leads. And our customers are very happy with our service, and that I love reading them. I read every single one of them, and they mean a lot to me. So great job to everyone. But the #1 agent for most 5-star reviews last month goes to, let's get up for Evelyn. Okay, let me say a few things before you want to grab. I know you want to grab the mic. Okay, but let me read you guys some of her reviews here. Okay, they are truly fortunate to have a great team of friendly, efficient, and exceptionally great workers, especially Miss Evelyn Carrillo, who is respectful, kind, highly trained, and excellent professional. If anyone needs peace of mind when purchasing their policy, I highly recommend choosing Evelyn Carrillo. She's the best. Thank you, Evelyn, for your important and effective attention and service. Okay, I have another one. There's so many great ones. I am very grateful to Miss Evelyn C. for the service she provided. She was very kind and professional. Despite this being my first time with insurance, I have never had such a wonderful and friendly experience. May God bless you today and always. So yeah, let's get up for Evelyn. It makes me really happy that our customers are happy. And that's, yes, those reviews speaks for themselves. Oh, we have to take a picture there. All right, how did you get those 5-star reviews? Want you going to share anything about your great months for reviews?
Honestly, just always try your best to be kind, empathetic, and everything else will come along. And always try to just at the end of the call let them know that if they do have some time to spare, that you would appreciate, a comment if they would like to leave one. And thankfully they did. So I'm very glad, very happy. And I'm glad that they feel that they can trust me with their personal information and with their policies. And I'm glad that they felt safe to do that with me. But yeah, thank you.
All right, awesome. Good job there, yeah. Well, that's great to ask for it, So yeah, getting 5-star reviews is really, really helpful for our agency. So those are incredible reviews. They're not just like short reviews, they're really, really heartfelt messages. And that's just gonna help us build our brand. People read reviews before they purchase and really helping us out with that. All right, most hours worked. We have 7 agents over 100%. Diego, Enrique, Christian, Jackie, great job there. Thank you guys for your dependability. Over 100%, we have Evelyn at 108% and Mari at 109%. But the agent that put in the most hours goes to Luis with 114%. Great job, Lily. All right, much more on him later. Most phone calls. Alexis was 569, Roxana 628, and the most phone calls goes to Luis again, 792. I do want to shout out the outbound callers, okay? Roxana was number 1 with 500 outbound calls. Luis 496, America 399. So great job making those outbound calls. That's really important to see as far as us taking advantage of all the leads we're getting. Most phone hours, Alexis, Evelyn, and then number 1 for most hours on the phone also goes to with 81 hours on the phone. Always talking on the phone. All right, now best months ever was our agency's best months ever. So how many individual best months ever do we have?
Like 10.
Close, 9. Yeah, 9 best months ever. It's incredible months for us. First person on the list, it's only her first full month and already at 52K. I remember back in the days with our agency, it was like, it would take years sometimes to get to 50K. Like you would start off at customer service, get licensed. Now you're like, oh, I got to 25K. I don't have to be ICANN2 anymore. Like it'll take a while to get to 50K. And 50K would be like, wow, you did it, right? Now she just started in September, first full month, and already her best month ever. Let's give it up for Evelyn with 52K. All right, how did you have your best month ever?
Well, the Lord is good, thank God. And I'm very grateful to be working at this company. It's a big, big difference, and I'm very, very happy and grateful for the opportunity. Honestly, just trying to stay focused. I really wanted to get out of the ICANN2, first of all. But I did put a hard goal for myself because I knew I wanted to get at least 40K, but I wanted to put something difficult so that it can feel, like an actual goal. So I think my goal was, I had said 50K, so I'm very happy, and I did get a lot of things that I need to work on, so I know I have more room for improvement with the incompletes. I know I probably could have done a lot better if it weren't for the incomplete, so that's something for me to look out for the next month. But yeah, very happy and thankful to be here, and thank you so much, Dan. And thank you for my coworkers that helped me a lot too, like Day and Diego, Luis. I appreciate the help all the time.
All right, that's great. All right, thank you, Evelyn. It's great to have goals. And working hard for them, setting goals, 40K. It's incredible that you did this in ICANN2 status too. And giving credit to your coworkers that helped you out, because it is a team effort when someone reaches this level. It's not, it's everyone's effort coming together. So thank you for recognizing them as well. Speaking of that corner there, we have a lot of BMEs to celebrate. Actually, 61K. Who do we have?
Day.
That's right, Lade with 61K. Congratulations. Dave's no stranger to the mic. Here you go.
Thank you, Dan. I feel like I'm in the news.
Reporting live.
That's why I was like, thank you, Dan. With my earpiece right here. Yeah, I don't know what to say. I get nervous. Okay. Just with hard work, and I know I missed some days in October, but the days that I am here, I always try my best. try to get at least 1 sale, 2 sales. I always, in my morning huddles, I always like being in the morning huddles because Laura always motivates you to, like do your best. If the day before you had like no sales or anything, like she always tells you, let's get it today, change it around. So thanks to Laura. And then, yeah, thanks to my corner as well. Like how Evelyn said, all of you guys are so super, super helpful. You're very knowledgeable. And I'm glad to be sitting next to all of you guys. And yeah.
All right. Thank you, Dave. That's great that you guys give credit to each other, Well, very knowledgeable is very helpful, but I think one of the things that you do, Dave, is that you have a lot of roots in, our culture, the DKI culture. So letting them know how a lot of things work really speaks volume for how they've done so well with us. So thank you, Dave, for helping them really get these numbers too. All right, so her numbers, okay, still getting better each month. She had her best month ever in August and 5th in hours per sale. All right, like you said, the attendance, 79%. So once we get that up, then this 61K, we're looking at even bigger numbers. So really excited to see that. All right, and then we also have another person in that corner once again, 62K. Go, Diego, go. This is what he's been waiting for.
Thank you. I guess thank you for the opportunity, and thanks to Areli that I'm here. So,
All right.
best of it. That's it.
All right. Well, once he starts getting a lot of these and he's up here more, then we're excited to hear more from you in the future. Well, again, he did it on ICANN 2 status. 62K on ICANN 2 status, first full month. That's the second highest anyone has ever gotten in the first full month. 31 policies sold, 100% attendance, 160 quotes, because the work ethic is there. It's just that's all we can ask for in the beginning. It's like, how hard are you working? How dependable are you working, staying late, working Saturdays, just doing the best to help out the team, and then also helping out Evelyn, and just you guys all helping each other out. So that's a great sign of just bigger things to come. And someone who he gave a shout out to 80K BME is here now. Ooh, who could it be? Let's give it up for Aurelie. Congratulations. All right, how'd you have your best month ever?
All right, testing. This is big. Okay. Well, I'm very thankful and happy to be working here. I would like to dedicate this month to myself to show me that, what I could bring to the table and that I could always do better motivates me. So, yeah, this month should be good too. Thank you.
All right. Yeah, I think that's very important to do it for yourself, We should all have that curiosity, like, what if I really gave it my all? What can I do? And it's good to find that out. 26K better than her previous best month ever. She's actually had her best month ever now for the 3rd month in a row. 8 full months. 91% attendance, that's the one that, once that gets higher, then... Well, let's not be too impressed, but it's still improvement there. 31 policies sold. Okay, 3 reviews, and won the Halloween contest, every single contest, and 5.42 hours on the sale. So 80K, that's a big number. That's the top tier too. Getting the extra commission really helps too. So really happy that you did it for yourself and you're able to achieve that type of number. Incredible. Now we have another person that's not here at 80K as well. Let's give it up for Jamie. Okay, so she averaged last year 30K for the whole year. Okay. Okay, and she took 11 months off, and this agency situation is a little different now. We have so many carriers. We were farmers back then. Everything has changed. And then she was like, hey, I'm ready to come back. And I was like, okay, I'm happy. But it was like, okay, but it's part-time though. I was like, all right, okay. We have new people coming in. But, we talked, and I felt like there was this hunger there. I felt like she just seemed like she really, really wanted to help out her family. And the part-time thing was kind of like, well, luckily Genesis is doing it well. So I was like, you know what? I owe her opportunity at least, and she started. And then October, her schedule opened up, and I wasn't expecting this, all right? But I'm so proud of her. She came here with an 80K month on her first full month back, 30 policies, 29.5 policies, 5.28 hours per sale. Another thing, second in accuracy at 86%. So usually when you come back, yeah, Yu-chan likes that. Usually when you come back, you gotta understand all the rules and all the carriers and stuff like that. She's writing them for the first time. So the accuracy is a little bit more understandable if you're having a harder time when you're newer. But you know, she came back. We just celebrated her birthday, which gave me a chance to remind me how young she still is, which shows her even more potential, how bright her future is. So happy to have you back, Jamie. Congratulations for your best month ever. All right, what helped you have your best month ever?
I think my biggest motivation was definitely like my family. Like I need to, diapers are not cheap. So I also like came back and I know the potential that I have. I feel like I just really wanted to see where I can get to if I really like locked in, and I proved myself right. And then doing it with I Can Too status it wasn't easy, but it was possible. So yeah.
All right. Good job, Jamie. That's right. I didn't even think about that with I Can Too stats getting to 80K. That's unbelievable there. That's great to have that curiosity. Like, what would happen if I just locked in for a full month? What would happen? You know, you guys should all have that curiosity. I have that curiosity. Like, what would actually happen if I actually gave them my all? Like, how much can I do? And it's good to search into that, dig deeper into that. And you found out 80K, top level, over 75K, unbelievable. And things are just going to continue to go from here. So I'm really proud of you. We have another person at 82K, her cubicle mate actually, motivating each other, helping each other. Let's get it up for Chris. Okay. His best month ever was August 2024. It's 27K more, so that's a huge jump there. 31 policies, 96% attendance. And another thing that we want to give him a shout out for, he also predicted the top 5 the most accurately, so he won that contest too. So Chris is continuing to get better, but this is a whole nother level that we're really excited to see. Let's give it up for Chris for having his best month ever. All right, how'd you have your best month ever, you think, Chris?
Since the very first day I came in, I told you guys I wanted to be up there with Enrique and Alexis, and I mean, seeing Marty doing it, like seeing a lot of you guys doing it. Just coming prepare my, with Nico, I prepared my month and we achieved it. So if you can believe it, you can achieve it. So just trust, believe in yourself.
Yes, you can believe you can achieve it, but also planning out the month. You know, prior to the month starting, okay, this is my goal. Break it down into group. You know, you're really good at breaking down the numbers and seeing how much you have to do a day, how many quotes you have a day, and just really breaking down your goal is something that we could all learn from. So great job there, 82K, huge number here. We're getting into the top 3 categories, so we'll go over these really fast because I want to recognize them individually separately. But we have Mari at 93K, unbelievable. Luis at 135K, unbelievable there. And then Enrique at 145K. We're going to have to talk about that a little bit later. Unbelievable there. Agency record, but we'll get more into him a little bit later. Before that, we have the broker fee agent of the month here. Okay, 5K agents. We got Chris over 5K, Marty over 5K, Alexis 6K, Luis 7K. And then the top agent for most broker fees with 9,500. Enrique. Let's get it for Enrique. That's almost 4,000 more than last month. Okay, oh, sorry, 1 second. Enrique can't wait to get up here. Grab the mic from me. 4K, more than last month. Best month ever for broker fee. Agents that got 9K ever in our agency is only Jeanette, Alexis, and Enrique. Those are the only 3 agents that have ever gone to 9K. And commission-wise, he helped himself out because that's the extra $1,000 he made. Chris $800 and Alexis $640. So once again, congratulations Enrique for broker fee agent of the month. This first time winning this.
So I guess I just, tried to provide the best service I possibly could, and made it work for the client. And if it works out, it works out. That's pretty much all I got.
All right. All right, congratulations. We can more on him later, so don't worry. He's saving his best for his second part. Hustler of the month. I mean, 24 agents, just being nominated is a big deal. And these are the agents that worked the hardest last month, and I really want to recognize them and appreciate them. Alexis, 96% attendance. He's always being nominated here in the top 3. Third in phone calls, third in phone hours. Evelyn, for the first time being nominated. Great job, Evelyn. 108% attendance, 6th in phone calls, 2nd in phone hours. And then the last nominee is Luis. Number 1 in attendance, number 1 in phone calls, number 1 in phone hours. So I really didn't need AI this time to make this decision here. The hustler of the month from last month goes to Luis. Let's get it up for Luis. All right, how'd you were able to put in that much work last month?
Necessity. It's really nothing more to it. Didn't go to the restroom. But honestly, it doesn't feel that hard compared to some other things I've done. I mean, I've washed dishes for a living, so I think sitting down in front of a computer, not too bad. Yeah. But yeah. And I also want to shout out my cubicle people because you guys help me put in the work. I feel like sometimes I get stuck, and getting a feedback from them helps me out. So.
All right, well, let me just say a few things about Luis's, and when it comes to work ethic, okay? So he starts at 10, his shift starts at 10, but he's always here early. He's always here early, and by 10 o'clock, he's already doing a quote. Like, he's not here early just to be here early. He's here early and on the phones early. And everybody has their morning routine, that's completely fine. I'm not checking on everybody, but he comes in at 10, but he's here a lot of times earlier than the people who comes in at 9. All right? And then when he comes to work, he doesn't go to someone's favorite cubicle and says, hey, how's your weekend? Or he doesn't start making breakfast, and he doesn't start making the coffee and stuff like that. And oh yeah? Oh, I'm just telling you guys, there's no wind-up time for him. There's no ramp time, And I think that's just taking advantage of the time. Just when he comes here, he just gets to work right away. And I think that's what really hustling is all about. And he's just setting the tone. I think he's also increasing everybody's work ethic level, which I really appreciate. All right, so now let's give it up for Laura for morning huddle stats for last month.
So, no, I just want to first just give you guys, just say thank you for the ones that are always ready to go in the morning, bringing in extra motivation or just helping me with the motivation sometimes. I really do appreciate that. So here's the stats for my late team and the stats for my morning team overall. So looking at the stats, who do you guys think is the morning huddle team of the month?
There's more people on the site.
I actually thought there was more people on my afternoon team. It seems like there's more people in my afternoon team. Yeah, so the morning shift averaged at 24.4 policies per agent, and my late shift averaged at 31.4 policies per agent. So great job, guys. Again, I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys coming in ready, giving very realistic goals, and then congratulating the agents that hit their goal the day before. So yeah, I know I'm incorporating the weekly goal now. I did send the tracker, so look at where you're at and see where you need to get to by the end of the week. And I hope that this month is great for whatever day, for the amount of days that we have. I hope we have a great rest of the month. Yeah.
All right, great job, late shift. Let's see what happens this month with the morning shift. How we produce, but great job overall as a whole team. Thank you, Laura, for running the morning huddles and trying our best to help you guys get off to a good start. All right, in the top 5 here, so we had the Pick Your Top 5 contest last month, and it's really great to recognize the agents that were in the top 5 because this wasn't easy to make it in the top 5 last month. It was a lot of competition. Chris said it when the month started, hey, I think in the top 5 there's going to be a lot of agents getting closer to the 100K, and he was right. Alexis at 86K in the top 4 spot, so that was a great finish for him. Second half of the month, he really came on strong. Third in policy sold, third in phone calls, third in phone hours, and third in broker fees, third in quotes. And Chris, he won the Pick Your Top 5 contest. He picked himself to be in the top 5, and he won that contest too. He wrote 31K more than last month, so congratulations to Alexis and Chris for finishing the top 5. All right, now let's get into the top 3 most premium here. Who do we have?
This is not YouTube, right?
All right, Enrique. Luis back at it. So who was in the top 3 there? Who'd you see in your face?
Who's that?
All right.
Where's the blonde hair?
So when the top 5 contest came out, she was 3rd in year to date. Okay, so she's been 3rd in year to date, but when the contest came out, not a lot of people voted for her. Okay, well, I do want to shout out herself, Lupe and Iris. Okay, they did vote for her. Okay, so I had to admit myself. Okay, so I feel bad, but she used it as motivation, and she said it like, hey, like not many people believe I can do it, and she used it as motivation. Not only did she finish in the top 5, she finished in the top 3. Okay, 31 policies sold, and it's not like this is like just way out of like left field. She had a month where she sold 89K too. So this is 5K more than her previous best month ever. 109% attendance, so she's 2nd place there. Okay, staying late, working Saturdays. She made $7,500 last month. One thing about Mari, I just really want to appreciate, the way you support me, the way you give me feedback, the way you just never complain, and you're just always looking out for the best of the agency is something that I really appreciate. And looking back at the T5, it was 4 guys, and Mari, so our female agent of the month, I guess you could say. But congratulations, it's an incredible month whenever you finish in the top 3, best month ever. Let's get it up for Mari. All right, Mari, how'd you have such an incredible month?
Whew. I think it's very important that we all have goals. One thing is to have goals and keep them in mind, but another thing is not allowing any obstacles, any challenges you're having in your life get in between those goals. So that is what I did this month. Is I had a lot of obstacles in my month that were like stopping me, but I said no. I'm gonna prove everybody wrong that I could be top 3, and I wanted to compete with the top. So I was like, I know I got it, and I'm gonna do it. So that's what I did.
All right, great to have there. Yeah, a lot of challenges in life comes your way, but finishing strong, and I just feel like you just were unstoppable last month. You had a goal, and you just didn't let anything stop you. It's not easy sometimes in life, some of the challenges that you get. But to overcome those just continues to make you, a stronger person. And I'm really proud of you for that. All right, top 2. Top 2 most premium. Let's give it up for Luis. All right, now it's crazy because this is only his 3rd full month. Okay, first full month 111K. don't worry, it'll be your turn. Okay. Second full month was 99K, so he got super close. But this is now 135K, 50 policies sold, 1st in attendance, 1st in phone calls, phone hours, 1st in quotes, 224. This is something that Yu-chan really appreciates. 1st in accuracy. Okay, so 1st in accuracy. I think one of the things I do notice that helps some of you guys is that binding speed. Like, it's different. How fast you could process a policy really affects how much you could write a policy. If you think of yourself as a factory, like if you could just get a policy and then the computer screen that him and like Enrique does, it's like boom, boom, boom. They just package everything together. It's like boom, they're done. And I think that speed really helps them out because, well, first of all, you're done and you can do another quote. And second of all, you don't have to be like, oh, sorry, I need this, and like you don't spend like a half a day like, oh, today I'm gonna work on my incompletes. Like they don't have days like that. They just are processing policies. So I think that's something to really look out for as an indicator of top agents really good at organizing and binding. Second in broker fees, and average per hour, 4 hours per sale. He made $5,600 in premium. Now he has Evelyn's referral, so thank you for that too. I mean, it's so many different ways he's helping us out here, okay? 9% with the Evelyn's referral now, okay? $500 off the broker fee. Now the base is super underrated because our agency, our core principal is working hard. So if you want to work hard, if you want to stay late, if you want to work Saturdays, you can work as much as you want. So the base is actually 4K. Okay, so he put in most hours worked. So that all equals up to over $10,000 he made last month. So increasing the work ethic for our agency is something I really appreciate, increasing everybody around him, and that's something that making us as a whole team a harder working team, which I really appreciate. So congratulations, Luis, for best month ever, 135K, top 2. All right, how'd you have your best month ever, 135K?
Well, I think the competition does kind of drive me. Like seeing other people get ahead of me is like, I don't want to be behind. So I just really try to not get caught behind. And even though I'm number 2, I'm actually really proud because, I mean, the number 1, I think, did amazing. So I'm not like disappointed at all in that I'm number 2. Like, I think I'm grateful to even be in the top 3 amongst like really good competition. Also, shout out to the U.S. government for taking like most of my check. But yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Oh yeah. Well, you guys know whose side you should vote for.
Didn't make much of a difference.
Yeah. Yeah, great job. Yeah, great job, Luis. Yeah. Yeah, taxes are a killer. You know, when I started making more money as a young age, I was like, man, this is just not right. You know, so I feel that for you guys. And I mean, trust me, I deal with that too. So yeah, we're going to try our best to continue to make more money because it's still, the more you make, the more you get to keep. That is something that we definitely want to not be taxed as much. So I totally agree with you guys. All right, and then our agent of the month. Before we go over the agent of the month, I just want to show you guys hour per sale because this is something that is, I'm looking at more and more carefully. It just really shows efficiency, profitability. Enrique with 3.7 hours, because that means he gets 2 sales per day because he works 8 hours every day. Luis at 4.2. Diana at 5.2. Great job, Diana. Jamie at 5.2. Okay, and Day at 5.3. Okay, so when they're here, they're making the most out of it. Okay, this is not everything because, you know, you want to optimize, but we also look at total production too, because total production is really important too. So you want to look at both, but these are agents that really appreciate getting the most out of the hours that they're clocked in. All right, so 3.7. I mean, talk about efficiency here. Before we bring him up, okay, Enrique, unbelievable job here. The agency record before this, because this is the agency record, guys. Yeah, thank you, Jeff. Talk about BME of BMEs. This is the agency record at 145,000. Who had the record before this? Laura with?
144.
143, yep, 144, close to 143. That was March of 2023. So it's been 2.5 years. Okay, now we could argue that there was a lot of 6-month policies back then. I don't know about the policy count, it was higher.
It was 80.
80 policies sold? Yeah. At the end of the month, he was talking about that too. I do want to beat the record. It's just an incredible number there. I mean, I remember as an agency, we were trying to write 100K as a whole agency. And this is the 3rd time reaching over 100K. Policies sold, 50 policies. Sometimes I look at these numbers and I'm like, wow, like this is a lot of commission. There's a lot of leads. But the advanced metrics do show that when you guys write more, you guys are helping out the agency. Okay. And, you know, depending on how capitalistic you think or which way you lean towards, you know, a socialist would be like, no, he should get paid less and the bottom should get paid more. Like, well, like the way I look at it as a business is like, it kind of makes sense, you know, for him to keep making more money because he's helping out the agency make more money. So policy sold is 50, unbelievable. First place in broker fees, 9,500. His previous best month ever was 107, so he surpassed it by 38K, 103% attendance, 1,000 text messages exactly, so that's 200 more text messages in second place, 3 reviews, and he's been in the top 3 for the last 7 months. He made $6,500 in commission. He made another $1,000 in broker fees, $7,600 he made in commission. Add that to his hourly of 3.6, and he made over $11,000 last month. So consistency, he puts in the effort. I asked Nico, like, hey, what changed? Because his closing ratio, it's not like he quoted more. Okay, he closed a lot more, higher percentage. I asked Nico, like, hey, what did you guys go over? And he's like, hey, the only thing we went over was just asking for the sell every single time and looking at every quote as an opportunity. And that shows 3.78. You have to like really try your best on every single call. And that's a skill that you need. That's resilience you need. Like, you know, every single call, sometimes you go into it thinking like, oh, you're not going to get a sale. They give you a little bit of negativity and they're like, oh, this person's not going to buy it. He made the best out of every single sale. And he probably had some big sales too, but we want to hear from him himself. Congratulations. Best month ever. Agency record. Let's get up for Enrique. All right, let's hear from Enrique.
Well, pretty much there was a little bit of competition with me and Luis in the beginning. So I feel like that helped a little bit. And then I got really close to the record, so I was like, might as well. I was actually aiming for 150, to be honest. But I would have made it if I had just had one more day, because I think the next day I sold a 5K policy. So, but yeah, I just stayed consistent, always asked for the sale, and basically tried to never take no for an answer. And that's pretty much all I did.
It's that simple, right? Okay, just ask for the sale every single time. I mean, that is difficult to do, especially for some of us that are a little bit like on the nicer side or don't like confrontation. It's not even confrontation, but asking for the sale could be a little bit awkward, you know. But that's why we have role plays. That's why we have training to remind you guys, hey, ask for the sale, ask for the sale. Okay, then you find out where you're at, and then they say this, and then you can say that. So it's like, you know, don't be afraid to ask for the sale. So thanks for mentioning that, and the competition too. All right, that's why when you have high performers, it's so valuable for the agency because it drives other people up too. Okay, so you just set the new bar, Enrique, and we're just excited to see what you're capable of doing from here on out. Let's get for Enrique one more time. All right, so we have the Agent of the Year standings here. We only have 2 months left. Alexis still in the top spot here with 912K. Exciting to see him do over $1 million this year. Enrique, 759. Unbelievable job there. Mari, okay, again, she's underrated here, but she's at the top 3 for year-to-date standings. We do have a position switch. This is the same as last month. We do have a position switch. It's very close there, but Diana moved from 5th to 4th. To 4th place year-to-date, and then Espedi 586, so very close there. So they did a little swap, but we still have 2 months left, so anything can happen here. It's been top 5 for the year. That's something that's kind of cool for you guys to be able to say, and that's something that I really appreciate from you guys' hard work, because I mean, 1 month is a lot of work, but looking at a whole year, I mean, that's something that I really want to just appreciate you guys for being there from January all the way to the end to see what you guys end up with. All right, guys, so this month I want to go over something short because we had a lot of, you know, VMEs and stuff like that. So I don't want to take too much of your guys' time, but I do want to share with you guys a book that I recently read.